And there we are. Hello, everyone on YouTube. Welcome to the place where we're doing the thing for tonight. Let me make sure that's muted. I don't need my audio coming back through.
Yep, I almost did the same thing.
Oops. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're here. Oh, man. Those weren't words. We're here for some Pathfinder, 2nd edition, our Fallen Kingdom of Vruz campaign. And yeah, last session we left off on a farm, tracking down some cultists. If I remember correctly, Jake is in the process of dying, or almost in the process. I don't remember. Jake he got his butt kicked.
I have 0 hit points.
I think you're stable, but
yeah, that sounds right.
I spent all my hero points.
That sounds right. Let's go through and do our introductions and plugs. Being as this is on YouTube, I don't have my fancy commands, so, you know, those of you with pluggables, just, I don't know, say them and we'll hope that people carry through. Anyway, yeah, let's go introductions. We'll start with Bert, because he's first on my overlay.
Hey, I'm Bert. I'm feeling miserable, but I'm here. I'm here for you guys. Pluggables, twitch.tv/DoomSteelMurder. We stream Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays when I don't feel like crap. Tonight, I'm still trying to get into Forge. Yeah, but I'm playing Mornith, aren't I?
You are.
Another Mornith, yes.
Burn things
the
down.
Ice Elf that really likes fire.
Fire's fantastic.
It is.
Yeah.
That was good.
Cool. All right, next on our list, we got a Dan.
Hi, everybody. Dan with the Defenders Kobold, and I'm playing Sherbert, our halfling detective wizard, with just a bag full of gimmicky tricks.
That's it. Yeah.
See if it help us tonight.
Yeah. Over on the other side, up at the top, we have our party member with 0 hit points.
Hey, I'm Jake. I've got 0 hit points, and I'll be playing a seer elf nicknamed Beaker. He does not like fire. He, in fact, does not even like Mornath. But Mornath did save his life, so, I guess I'll help him stop bleeding.
Wounded. Oh, wow. Wait, there's room for that relationship to improve.
Maybe I won't use that healing potion.
Oh.
Have I ever told you how great Mornath is?
That's more like it.
Especially when he has healing potions.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely when he has healing potions.
All right. Next up, we got us a Jeff.
Hi, I'm Jeff. Stream games over at twitch.tv/thelollygaggers. This week, we're starting up a brand new game on Saturday. We're playing some Blades in the Dark, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then on Monday, we'll be back for more Alien. And if you don't get us on Twitch, to do it here on YouTube, because we have one of those channel things. And I am playing Pak, who is a Hobgoblin Ranger. He former bounty hunter. He used to chase down people who would desert the military in various places. Likes to use flails, and I think he's basically carrying about 100 weapons at various places on him.
Nice.
Yeah. He's kind of just an all-purpose and does a little bit of everything.
There we go. Last and not least, we got Barbar.
Hello, I'm Jeremy. I'm a proudly adopted kobold, and I am playing Barbar. He's a orc farmhand turned spirit-touched barbarian that's just trying to be an upstanding citizen, and just chopping things in the face.
There we go. Very cool. Okay, so yeah, last session we left off. We're at this farm tracking down the Blade Abhorrent leads, these people that are turning loose monsters in the city, and found out that they're using orphans to listing them as ingredients, so that's never great. Well, I say orphans. They weren't orphans originally, but it seems like the Blade Abhorrent maybe made them orphans and then used them as monster ingredients. So it's not a good deal. But yeah, we're at this farm following our last lead. You all got some hints and clues by listening into the dudes in the farmhouse, which you blew up. You heard that they were talking about something under the barn. So we've got 3 of our crew, Puck, Sherbert, and Barbar. I believe you've already hoisted yourselves up into the loft of the barn.
Yep.
While Mornath was keeping watch from the farmhouse when Sherbert, having been alerted to something poking its head out, not Sherbert, I'm sorry, Beaker, being alerted to something having poked its head out of the well, went to investigate and thoroughly got his butt kicked and was saved by Mornath on top of the house, throwing some arrows that direction. So I think that's where we're going to kind of pick up with Sherbert. You burnt through your hero point. So start of a session, everyone make sure you take your hero point for the start of a session. So yeah, Beaker, starting off with you on the ground, 0 hit points. You're stable though. You burnt your hero points, that way you didn't die or take any wounded conditions. And Mornath, what do you got?
What I got is a healing potion that he set us up with earlier today, which I'm going to hop down from the roof here, run over, and waterboard him with it.
As you do. So, Beaker, if you want to take some hit points, that's a minor healing potion or a lesser?
Minor.
Okay.
Just in case, Chuck, I think I'm going to drag him away from the well a little bit before yeah, just in case. I don't know if there's more stuff down there.
Yeah, you haul him down, you drag him away, give him a healing potion. And, yes.
Shall I roll the D6 or you?
Go ahead.
Alrighty. Oh, baby.
You get
Healing you just enough so that I can see the light leave your eyes as I stab you and take your stuff.
Yeah, well, usually it's Jeremy's a good person, but in this instance, Mornath is a good person.
Mornath is fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Beaker, you're up. Mornath, Beaker, you're in terrible shape still. Do you have any healing of your own?
I could perform battle medicine on myself.
Okay. You want to do that?
Overwatch while he does that.
Sure.
Just keep a lookout.
So let's see here. Proficiencies. Roll it. That is less than the 15 I need, so it's just nothing.
Okay.
I've got 2 hit points.
You
got
can
2
also
hit
treat
points.
wounds, I think, separately from that.
Or we did,
No.
through the grace of Captain Cryan, we did have a banked reroll.
Do you want to re-roll that skill check?
Actually, one second.
I think I
because
would.
aside from banked rerolls, we actually have 3x6 HP banked as well. Because
Ooh.
isn't one of them a by 6 HP?
Yeah. So why don't you take in addition to Mornath's hit points you got from that potion, go ahead and take 6,
Yeah.
Mm.
and then
There we go.
yeah, if you want to use a banked reroll from the captain, you're welcome to.
I'll hold off.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
use it when I heal other people.
So the question I would have for Mornath and Beaker then, are you going to join up with the rest of the crew in the barn?
Yeah, I think so. Getting away from this well sounds like a good idea for me.
So would Mornath be like helping Beaker walk, or you're just like, you're on your own, you can walk, you're a big boy? That was for you, Bert.
Oh,
He's so
Well,
cold
you know,
shouldering him. He's not even going to answer.
I
a
don't
question.
know that I'd want to take away what dignity he has left. So.
Oh,
you
okay.
know,
Yeah.
I'll
So then you just watch
shoot
me
him on
pitch
towards
right
the
into a
rest of the
bush.
party while I have an arrow knocked and just being very wary because I know there's a creature back this way as well.
Yeah, so back in that kind of that pasture area, you did hear or see that there was some kind of deer that walked by at some point. Right now it's not in sight, but you know you saw something there earlier.
Yeah. So I'm a little wary.
Okay.
Place is full of monsters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just kind of like, shoo, go that way.
Okay.
As I watch our back trail.
Yeah, so the three of you up in the hayloft, eventually you see Beaker and Mornath come along. Beaker is looking rough, he's kind of limping a little bit. But the three of you are up in the hayloft, haven't fully started your exploration of the barn. You want to help them up?
Do we see any...
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say, do we see any, like, because they mentioned something beneath the barn. I remember writing, like, crane in the basement for some reason. Yeah. Do we see any sort of, like, trapdoor and anything? Because we're still up in the hayloft, like, looking down. Yeah. So just, like, surveying from above. Do we see anything that goes down further?
I'll tell you, the hayloft here, there's some stacked bales here and there of hay. As you look down onto the main floor of the barn, there's an old rickety ladder going down. There's no bales of hay or anything down below, but the hay has been evenly scattered across the floor. So no, right off the bat, you're peering down. You don't see any signs of any trapped or hidden doors. So if you want to be able to, if you suspect there is, you'd have to climb down and search.
I could just have my unseen servant start clearing the hay.
You definitely could. That would be an option. Do you want to do that?
Probably can't. I mean, it's allows us to stay kind of loose and alert. And then, we let him do all the hard work.
Sure. So yeah, Sherbert, you send your servant down there, starts clearing the hay, and yeah, there's a hatch kind of in the center of the barn, or the main floor of the barn. You uncover it. It's just got an iron ring that's kind of set, so you can grab that ring and just lift it up.
Do I have him open the door too?
If we haven't helped them up yet, we probably should help them up first.
Oh yeah, I think we have a rope out there already, but yeah, we can.
So yeah, Mornath, they got a rope down there, and Beaker, you two shimmy on up into the hayloft.
I'll tie the rope around Beaker and just kind of motion for them to yank him up.
Okay. Barbar, you're up there. You're more than strong enough to just hoist him up. Beaker, what's your ancestry? Are you human or...
Seer elf.
Okay, so yeah, elves, tall, wiry frame, not a lot of meat to them, so yeah, not a problem hoisting you up. Mornath, you're
I'll just
agile
get her up
enough.
on my own. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's more than enough, so yeah. Everyone's up top. The unseen servant is clearing the hay from the main floor.
This is probably going to look pretty weird, but Barbar is going to get down on all fours and kind of sniff the hay and sniff around where the door is, and just using his acute smell, see if something seems off.
Sure. Do you got any roll you need to do for that, or is that just something you get?
It basically lets me use perception based off scent.
Okay. You want to go ahead and roll me a perception test then?
Sure.
Why would a grown man getting on his hands and knees sniffing various hay piles in a barn look weird?
Basically, the big thing is it can let me identify people within 30 feet. It lets me find hidden people within 30 feet.
Okay.
That I couldn't see necessarily.
Okay.
But for me, it's fun to just pretend that I go around sniffing
you
stuff.
can find smelly people.
So that means you, after the unseen servant cleared it, you shimmied down and kind of started sniffing around the door, sniffing the hay. The hay that was cleared off of the door, you can smell it. It smells like not so much now because they're all charred, but there's a definite smell of, recent activity by people. And sniffing around the door, there's an odd, almost chemical-like smell coming up from it.
Beaker, this smells like you. I mean, not like you, but like your stuff.
Go smelling my stuff?
Well, I mean,
I'll take a closer look.
It's a radius of 30 feet. I don't mean to offend you, but I do smell you, like, every day. Your stuff, more so than you.
Well, that's terrifying.
I agree. That's my life.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to craft some cologne at some point.
Oh, please don't. You have no idea.
Okay.
Clothespin, maybe? Right over the nose.
But then I don't have it, and it's really useful.
Sure, but you can like turn it off and on, basically, like a switch.
Wow, Puck, you're really smart. I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
So, Jake, what are you doing? Or I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. Beaker, what are you doing?
Where exactly is the me smell coming from, aside from me?
Down in there.
Well, I will let you show me the way to where that is, because I'm still feeling rather haggard after there's an incident at the well outside just recently, so I would prefer to avoid any future incidents.
You got a big old bruise around your neck.
I was strangled quite vigorously. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Quite vigorously.
Normally you gotta pay extra for that, but
Well,
Matt, why were you strangling Beaker?
maybe because he paid extra.
now let me just make one thing clear.
Come on, tell me you
As a
haven't thought
servant of
it.
Calistria, I know all the best discounts for exactly that sort of thing. So I'd never pay extra.
Okay, but yeah, I'll go first. That seems fair.
Okay. Are you opening this hatch, or are you... Because, Sherbert, you offered to have the unseen servant open the hatch.
Yeah, I mean, in case there's something really cool or exciting that's about to happen to our faces when we open this, we can have the unseen servant do it first. So, we can kind of back up a little bit and then,
Okay. So, yeah, the unseen servant lifts the hatch up. So, have you all seen the, like, on YouTube or TikTok or wherever you're, like, the pranks where, like, someone puts, like, a pool noodle in a cabinet, and when you open it, it springs out and splats someone in the face? As the unseen servant lifts this up, there's a spring that's been rigged with some kind of, like, glass vial, and as the unseen servant lifts it up, it breaks and just splatters this fluid in the direction of that the hatch was opening. So the unseen servant needs to make me a reflex save.
I don't even know how to do that with the unseen servant.
That's a great question. I don't either. Just roll me a d20. I don't know if it's got a dexterity
Oh,
modifier.
he's got a +4.
Oh, wow. So yeah,
Oh, damn.
d20 plus 4. I'll tell you right now.
Oh my
wow. Unseen servant.
Unperturbed.
Just, yeah, exactly. Neo Matrix dodges out of the way as whatever this chemical is kind of splashes against the, it would be kind of towards the main door of the barn and hit some of the hay. And there's like this little bit of sizzling and this bit of like vapor that lets off from where the chemical came in contact. But doesn't do anything to the unseen servant. The door is now opened. You would see it's this ladder right underneath, the hatch level, leading down what looks like a stone circular chamber. You get the kind of feeling like maybe like a cistern or something like that.
I'm just still impressed by unseen servant.
Yeah, unseen servant knocked it out of the park.
Let's see. I feel like I had another idea, but I gotta go open up the familiars page now. So,
I
while
mean-
I'm trying to have my idea, you all can proceed.
I mean, I guess I'll go first.
Sure.
Be right behind you.
Okay. So you make it down this ladder, and it leads to this circular chamber with this grate in the floor. Kind of when you come down, you orient yourself from the direction you came in the ladder, or came down the ladder. Immediately to the left, there is a steel door, but it's got kind of like a real matte coloring to it. And right off the bat, you can see that there's water leaking out from underneath of it. And you can also see like a wooden banded door straight ahead of you. I'm gonna jump us to another map real quick. me make sure that the stream is seeing this.
Down in a hole.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see that there's the door off to the side that's leaking fluid from underneath of it, and there's the door straight ahead with this big grate in the center of it. But once you shimmy down and then puck, you're right behind him. Nothing happens. Yeah, you're in this circular room.
I detect magic.
Sure. Detect magic. So that just gives you the sense of magical auras. What's the range on it?
Honestly, I have no idea because it's an innate ability. It says it acts like a regular spell.
Let's see here.
Let's see if I can find it here.
Thirty foot.
30
30
foot.
feet?
Yeah.
So 30 feet is about the circumference of this room. So, yeah, you're not picking up anything magical going on in this room. Yeah.
Puck would go towards where the water is coming out,
Sure.
and will, if he could, kind of get down on his hands and knees like Barbar. Except I want to see if I can look through the seam and see if I can see if like if anything underneath. Because if the water's coming out, there seems like there might be a seam.
Yeah.
So is there anything we could see just from looking through, like the bottom of the door?
Yeah, Puck, you move up to the door. I'll tell you right off the bat, when you kind of put your face down to kind of look underneath, there's just this cold air just coming out from underneath of it. Looking underneath right off the bat, you can actually see that the water coming out from underneath of it's melt. You can see kind of underneath the door, it's ice, kind of blocking your vision into the room. Yeah.
Trying to get an idea of what this room is for. Does this look like it's a slaughterhouse? Attached to a farm. You've got a sluice grate here on the floor. It's a fairly large area. Are there like blood stains around?
There's no blood stains around. So the two things kind of working against that would be the fact that it is underground and you don't immediately see any way that you could get livestock down here. The grate is kind of rusted, but all you see coming towards it is the water from the door off to the left. So
Maybe we should requalify it as a manslaughter house instead.
ooh.
Well, I was figuring the door with the ice melt coming out is the freezers.
That solved their problem.
I'd like to go to the liquid around the sluice there, and I'm going to use Identify Alchemy to sort of see if that is just water.
Okay, yeah. If you got a roll for that, please do.
I do.
12 is good
12.
enough. Yeah, you kind of look at it. You give it a sniff. You're all of you have low light. So, in the low light without any torch, you're not getting a great sense, but the smell of it, you touch it, it's really cold water. You sniff it, it smells okay. Maybe a little taste or whatnot. But yeah, it seems to be just water, just plain old water. Seems to be actually, fairly clean water.
I suppose that would be expected with ice.
Yeah.
All right.
We peek inside, maybe.
Do you want to open
Sure.
the door?
We can have unseen servant do door duty if we want for a little bit.
Sure.
Yes, I think we should call him Crackers. Crackers, please open
Crackers.
the door.
Yeah. All right. I like this. I like this
Beautiful.
already.
If you want that reference, you need to check out Adventures in Lollygagging. Go to YouTube. You can catch the UVG episode. You'll love it.
Yeah. We'll know why Crackers is unseen.
Yeah, so Crackers opens the door, pushes away from Crackers. It opens fine. There's no resistance or anything. There's no, Crackers doesn't have any, was it haptic feedback or whatever it is that they could provide to you. But the door opens. There's a pitch black room off to the left. We can actually hit the open door.
I may, unless this offends everybody, may go ahead and light a torch and just set it in this room.
So I did add a new module. So Dan, if you right-click on Sherbert, and then you can toggle the torch. It's the bottom fire icon. We can thank Jeff, old Jeff, as we refer to him, because he was using that module, and it's very nice.
It's awesome.
The question is, how could I like set it?
If you want to set it, I'll just make a light item.
Yeah, for now I'll just hold it. We'll keep it simple.
Okay.
Because that should still extend our vision, even in low light. I mean, if it's pitch black, it's pitch black.
So if you want to move over, you need to move your token to cast light into the room. For those of you kind of standing near the entrance of this room, you can see there's no simple way to put it. You can see there's a crate against the far wall of this room. The entire floor looks like it's coated over in a thin layer of ice. The walls are covered in ice. Mornath, if you have your detect magic up, and if you kind of move up, you can get the sense of some magical aura coming out of this room. But those of you kind of look, you can see that there's bodies, human and creature, on the floor of this room.
Any movement?
No, immediately looking in, you don't see any movement.
Maybe I'll give my unseen servant, I have a staff, which I probably will never use as a weapon, and I'll have him go, like, poke at some of them.
Okay.
I don't know if this drawing is accurate or not, but we'll just have him go to whatever the first creature nearest to us is. And
Crackers, he's our man. If he can't do it, no
I'll
one
say
can.
Crackers goes in, and you can see the staff floating in the air and kind of poking at things. Nothing's really moving around. You can see the walls are coated in this thin layer of ice, and there's all these icicles coming down from the ceiling. No movement. None of the things Crackers pokes move.
Okay. Good job, Crackers. 3 for 3 so far, I guess.
Yeah, Crackers is doing good.
You said you detected some magic in here, maybe? Maybe we
Well,
gotta figure out
that
what
would be
is.
Mornath, and I don't know if Mornath would have conveyed that, but Mornath, you would be picking up something coming from this room.
Honestly, I don't think I would have kept it on after I took a glimpse.
Oh, okay, my bad.
In that hole.
Yeah.
Before we go in there, though, I do say to everybody, I'd rather not leave my backside exposed. Let's check out that other door real quick.
Well, we don't see it. Do we see another way out of here?
There's the door to the left, and then there was the door.
No, I meant like another way out of the ice.
No, you don't see any other doors in the ice room.
Okay.
It's like a small, what do we got? Maybe 35 by 35 room.
Yeah. So if there's no other way out, like we might want to just clear this before we open the next door.
Okay. Puck, are you moving in?
I was gonna ask if do we see anything below the ice? Is there anything?
It's like a thin layer of ice right on top of the stone. It's I will say, as the door pushed open, you can see, imagine a snowy day. Jeff, this might be hard for you.
What's this snow thing you're talking about?
Like when you open a door, it leaves the clear trail of where the door's arc is. And it looks like there is one of these here. So the door has been opened enough that it's left a kind of a scrape mark in the ice across it. So it does look like there has been recent activity. At least someone's opened and closed this door here recently.
Yeah, he'll step in a few feet.
Yeah. So yeah, you step in. You see a handful of human bodies, frozen, different states of decompensation. Fuck words. Who cares? Some of them are missing body parts. But you also see some more monstrous looking things. It looks like there's a giant spider crab hybrid creature in there. You can see its legs have kind of broken apart. You can see what looks like a mess of organs in the back corner. And you can see what looks like a relatively recent human lizard kind of creature. Looks like they bled some after they were put in here. So there's some frozen blood in the ice. And you can see 2 crates. And they do match the crates that you kind of saw in that marketplace.
Maybe there's critters in the crates or something.
Do you want to go open one up, Sherbert?
I mean, not really, but
If somebody wants to look, I'll be ready.
all right. When you put it that way.
So I will say these crates have been nailed shut. So it's probably going to be beyond the capability of the unseen servant to open.
Yeah. I kind of figured as much. Somebody else wants to get up here and be ready for some shit.
Step on top of the head of this frozen man midway through the ice. He doesn't mind. Excuse
There's
me, sir.
a bit of a crunch. You can feel that the skull has been completely frozen through. But, so yeah, those of you who are opening the crate, who's actually doing the opening?
I'll probably do it because I'm going to be really short, I assume. And
Okay.
I'll probably just be like at eye level. So if something jumps out, maybe it won't see me.
So yeah, maybe you wiggle a dagger or something into it to loosen it, and you kind of get your fingers under, and you rip it open, the top, and you just throw it back up against the wall. Now, Puck and Barbar, you can see looking inside. Immediately, the inside of this crate has that gray powder coating. But looking inside, you can see this mottled gray creature, almost in a fetal position on the bottom of the crate. It's not moving. You can see it's got kind of like, I think like freezer burn all over it. It looks very, very similar to the creature that was unleashed in the market, but it looks like it's frozen completely through.
Always frozen, never fresh.
Yeah.
Well, still, just in yeah,
just
simultaneously, like
Oh yeah, so the 2 of you start chopping it. It's like cutting into like a frozen piece of meat, but eventually you can spend some time and you kind of chop into it as big chunks start breaking off, and you deal enough damage that if this thing somehow was alive, if it was ever thawed, it would just be dead.
How thick is the ice?
The ice on the bottom may be an inch or so thick, but it's fairly clear.
So not of the crate, but of the room itself.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
Okay, so only about an inch.
Yeah.
And seeing how much melt there is. Now, this is a stretch, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Being very familiar with ice, would I have some idea of how long it would take for this room to melt? Because it doesn't look like there's much melt. Unless all the creatures are completely covered and it's melted down to just an inch left.
No, the room looks solid. It looks like that melt was coming off of ice that was kind of growing and expanding out from underneath the door.
Okay.
So,
Right.
you
Well, at this
being so
point-
familiar with ice, something about this doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
This
So-
doesn't seem natural.
At this point, I would do detect magic.
So yeah, you can definitely pick up there's an aura of magic, and it kind of focuses. You can get some hot spots. Think of like hot spots, like if you're looking through like a thermal camera or something. One in the center of each wall, the 3 walls here without a door on it, and then also on the floor. So maybe you get the feeling there might be some kind of magical effect inducing this extreme cold.
Yeah. So I'll just call out to everybody. Yeah, we got some magic in this room. There,
can,
there, and there.
I can read aura on it real quick.
Yeah.
Which that will give me some more specific details. So it's just
So yeah, you
Sure.
pop off your read aura. I would say you would probably get, God, I don't know if this would fall under the evocation or the transmutation, but it seems like there's some kind of magical, like runes or sigils on the walls and in the floor that are producing this extreme cold in this room.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. They made them a giant magical walk-in freezer.
It's using your noggin. Do you want to go open the next crate then?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So
Process.
if we walk through the same process, you get the same thing. You pop the crate open, lined with this, you would know, this iron powder, this creature inside. Yeah, you all just go at it like you're ice sculptors, and you just break this thing to pieces.
It's probably worth asking, like, do any of these people-ish remains, they have anything on them?
No,
That's a really good question.
they're in very basic plain clothing. They all do show different signs of maybe injury. It looks like intentional, like maybe some sort of like dissection, vivisection, something like that. Some of them are missing parts. Arms are missing, legs are missing. Yeah, it looks like they've been through something. They don't have anything on them, though.
Okay.
What about that lizards are like cold-blooded? Is that guy, is there a chance maybe there's still something to him? He looked recent.
He does look recent, but on his inspection, he is very dead. Still frozen solid. Yeah, you can see his tunic that he's wearing has kind of been ripped open, and he's got this long, sutured up incision through his chest.
Oh.
Puck, give me a perception test. 26. Yeah, you're doing great.
Wow.
As you're standing there and kind of taking this all in, looking over the room as some of the other people are inspecting things, one of these big icicles coming down from the ceiling, you can see it. It almost kind of curves up at the very end and kind of like spans around the room. And you can see that initially you thought like it's kind of a bulbous end to this icicle coming down. You can see it's almost in the shape of like a snake's head.
Okay. I will throw a hand axe at it, a hatchet at it, and just like and scream, "Up top! Up top!"
Go ahead and do that. See if you hit this thing's AC.
Nice.
You don't.
Yeah, just a 12.
So you throw it, you give your warning, and everyone, you kind of look back towards Puck, and you can see it, the sudden sound, the hatchet flying by. This icicle detaches from the ceiling, it falls to the ground, and coils up like a cobra, like ready to strike.
Oh no.
And so
Ice Cobra.
we're gonna do some initiative.
Oh yeah.
Bert, did Foundry ever let you in? Looks like it. Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, it did.
Okay, cool.
Mornath is ready to go.
Yeah, Mornath. You're up first. You can see this snake drop by. You're kind of hanging back by the entrance. You saw it fall. It is kind of set behind a crate next to Puck.
I'm going to. Let's see. You said it's sitting behind a crate. How big is this thing?
It looks like think of like a rattlesnake. So maybe like 3 feet in length.
All right. I'm gonna hop
Handful
up on
inches
these
in diameter.
crates over here, and then take 2 shots at it. with
Sure,
my
go
bow.
ahead. So we know that Puck threw an axe, and his 14 did miss. Let's see how your 16.
That was a 16.
16's a miss.
Okay.
Oh my.
21
21.
hits. Yeah, that's a hit. 11 points of damage. Yeah, you loose your arrow at this snake. The second arrow bites in, and you can see bits of ice kind of flow up, like fly up from it. It doesn't drop it. Sherbert? What's up?
Just for creativity's sake, this like crab critter thing over here.
Yeah.
Are its legs on the ground? Are they like?
Oh yeah, think like
looking?
a big spider crab with some like regular spider features. So it's got these big kind of chitinous legs breaking up out of the ice. So yeah, you could definitely grab one and.
I was actually just gonna teleconnect projectile it at it.
Go ahead.
That just sounds fun.
Yeah.
It's more for flavor than anything. Does a 20 do the do?
20 does the do.
All right.
Another 5 damage.
5 damage.
Hey, it's something.
It counts, just
Yeah.
not for much.
All right. Anything else?
I'll go ahead and cast shield on myself for
Sure.
my last action.
Sure. Barbar.
All right. I can't quite reach him from where I'm at because he's not that big. So I will rage. If I move myself on top of the crate, am I flanking with Puck Puck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. So I'll rage, move, and then I'll chop.
Sure. Yep, that's a hit.
Hooray.
17 damage. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, it's still up. It's looking like you can see it's got these kind of cracks and fissures through its ice body. Yeah, but it's still up. Let me see if I actually have a handout for this. I don't. Just an ice snake. Anyway. Yeah, so you raged, you moved, you swung.
Yep, that's all 3.
Beaker.
I'm going to move off to the side here on the other side of Sherbert, and I will attack with my sling.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, 24
Nice.
hit.
Baby, there
Yeah.
we go. Damage.
4 damage. So yeah, as your sling bolt flies and connects with this thing right in the head, it kind of shatters and its entire body breaks apart. As you slay it. Anything else?
I'm just going to look at everybody and say, I got it. Did you see
shot.
that? Did you see it? I got it.
Very good shot, Beaker.
I would almost say like that was kind of like the perfect shot. Like it just shattered right down the middle.
Good job.
As another icicle behind Sherbert attaches from the ceiling,
See, I knew it was too.
slithers up behind Sherbert, and makes an attack.
Oh no! Thank goodness I used shield.
28.
no!
What's your AC
Oh.
right now with shield?
That's a critical.
That's a critical
No.
Oh wait, hold on. Because it just gives me a +1, so
Okay.
it's still critical.
hit. Ooh, 4 damage.
Let's see what the hardness of my shield is. You can shield block. Hardness of 5, so
Ooh.
I take no damage. I think.
You're so hard you don't even
Nice.
feel it.
So yeah, it doesn't break through. Yeah. So this thing strikes, but you're able to interject your magical shield, taking us down to Puck Puck.
Help!
Yeah, Puck will charge over there.
Sure.
For sure. Yeah. If it is it difficult terrain or anything if I step into the back here?
I haven't been counting it so far, so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'll just put my back against the wall.
Yeah.
Because I have enough movement. And then I'll take 2 attacks. So my quick draw ability will let me just pull out another weapon in the process of striking. So I'll pull a flail out. And so that'll be first attack. 13 to hit.
13 doesn't hit even with flanking.
Offhand. Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot that flanking. That's why I moved there too. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
So then I'll add it this time.
23
23
hits?
on the
Oh,
second
yeah.
one.
That's a connect.
Then that would be damage wise. It'd be 9.
Okay.
And then for my last action, I'll go ahead and just swing twice again.
Sure.
I don't know why it's not adding my +2 for. There it goes for flanking.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
4 to hit.
Nice.
And then 20 to hit.
Both hit.
With my offhand.
Yeah, if
okay,
you want to give me
so
damage on
again.
this.
9 and 6, so 15 total.
The snake's looking rough, but it's still up. The turn would then pass back up to the top to Mornath.
All right. I'm going to launch 2 more arrows into it. If I need to, do I need to position to get a better angle now? Or
No,
is it
you've
still-
got a good angle there.
Okay. Well, I may take 3 then. As
Yeah.
nice goes. First shot, 25.
Oh yeah, that's it.
14
Wow.
points.
That actually, your first arrow, as you loose your arrow, it pierces through this snake and just breaks through as it just shatters to pieces on the ground. You've slain it.
Nice to know you.
Yeah.
Nice.
As you all take a few seconds to kind of take in your surroundings, make sure there's no other funky icicles. Yeah, it seems like you've cleared out this room for these snake things. So you don't see any others. You don't see any other movement.
Nice. Great teamwork, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Took that shot like a champ there, Sherbert. Should we look around some more, or should we move on?
Hanging out in a room full of frozen monsters doesn't seem to be a good time.
Agreed.
Let's look elsewhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
like just the once over we're already kind of given. Unless something really stands out, then
It doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think we did everything to do.
Okay. Puck will pick up his hatchet that he threw and
Sure.
run on and go over to the next door.
Yeah. So yeah, if you all make it back into the central room, there is the door. We'll call it to the north. Like I said, it's like an oak door with some iron banding on it to give a little reinforcement. What do you want to do?
Shall we have Crackers do his thing? Or are
Can
you
we-
sniffing it first?
Can we listen first? Can we like just
Yeah,
like,
if you want to
hear
give me a
anything from the
perception
tree?
test. So I think Bar is going to sniff it. Puck's going to listen.
Okay.
I mean, just it's another range of senses.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah, you do both do
Wow.
fantastic. So, Bar, you do get more of this chemical smell. Like it's getting stronger in this direction. Puck, you put your ear to it and you listen, and you don't hear anything. So, and you're very confident that there's nothing moving around in the room beyond.
Doesn't sound like there's anything through the door.
No, but I mean, I apologize for the name I'm gonna use, but the beaker stink is strong in there.
Do we think there'll be another one of those little spring trap thingy midjiggies?
That's actually probably that's really smart. Yeah, probably.
Maybe we should step back and let Sherbert take care of this with his unseen friend.
Poor Crackers.
This was the life he was born into. He is fulfilling his purpose. We should all be so lucky.
He died the way he lived, unseen.
So I'll tell you. That's great. That was a good joke. That was good. So yeah, if Crackers opens the door, nothing happens.
Take that back.
Immediately, as you all look in, you can see this is a large room, a very large room. Ceiling's only like 10 feet high, but you can see, looking ahead, there's this giant like pentagram painted onto the floor with this giant stone like altar in the center of it, and you can see there is a body lying on the top of this altar.
Is this an opportunity where prestidigitation can be used to clean the floor?
I mean, if you want to, just hand wipe, yeah. But as you all move in, you can see there's 3 large statues, all very monstrous looking. Thank you. I had a beer delivery.
Oh, nice.
You thank Ashley for that. She's fantastic. Also runs our social media. Anyway, the very center statue you see matches kind of the statue that you saw in the bottom of the orphanage. You can see 2 other slightly smaller monstrous statues to the sides of it. And I'll give you this as you move in. You can see that in each corner of this large room, there's a suit of armor. And you can also see, well, initially with the light you're casting, you can see 1 door off to the left. But as your light kind of moves around the room, you can't see it right now because of the lighting. There's 2 doors on the left, 2 doors straight ahead, and 1 door on the right.
Gosh, if only I could move the
I'm
torch
going
itself.
to check the body. It makes sense. I'm going to see if there's anyone living.
Yeah. And given, I mean, I'm just going to assume this is some sort of horrible sacrifice. Is there any chance of doing a religion check to get a guess as to what they were aiming for here?
Yeah, if you want to give me a religion test. So Puck, as you move up to the body, you can see there's a dagger lying on the top of the altar as well. Barbar, you get enough. It's the same kind of for was Lamash 2 or where the Mother of Monsters that you've been seeing, the same kind of effigy. But yeah, Puck. This person lying on the table, there's a dagger lying next to them. There's no blood or anything on the altar itself. But the person lying on it is very dead. And you can see signs of stitching on the bits of skin that are poking out.
Which we've seen stitching before.
Yeah,
right?
like in the cold room, a lot of those bodies
yeah.
had stitching on them.
That's how they make the monsters.
Does the dagger look fancy at all? Like, is it just
Very plain dagger. In fact, the blade of it looks clean, like it's never been used.
Maybe I'll, if you guys don't mind, I might grab the dagger.
Go for it.
Okay, how are you grabbing it?
I mean, I'll probably have the unseen servant pick it up.
Sure. Unseen servant picks it up, brings it. You've got a basic dagger. Just add it to your inventory.
Oh, I thought he was gonna turn on you and start stabbing you with it.
Oh my god.
Oh
Crackers.
my God.
No, crackers, no.
With Arcana, is there any way to tell if the design was used as a containment? Because I noticed like it's broken. The pattern's broken right
So
there.
yeah, if you want to roll me an Arcana test. So yeah, the design, it is broken in a couple different points, and actually looking at it, it doesn't look like it actually does anything. It looks like maybe it's there for show or intimidation or something like that.
This is our occult room. I hear it's the hip thing.
Yeah.
Tiki bar in the corner.
Yeah. So yeah, what's everyone doing? Yeah, you check it out. Circle's broken, doesn't actually seem to have any kind of magical effect other than looking sinister.
Just inspecting these statues, seeing what's up, seeing if there's anything on them, anything engraved on them, or
So immediately,
identifiable monsters or anything like that.
nothing engraved on them. They look almost like a hodgepodge of different kind of beasts, which is kind of the feeling that you've got through other things, like different kind of monsters being kind of mushed together or created, like the monsters you saw in the market that had like these weird stitching parts on them. Looks to be in the same kind of thing. And then the center one definitely has kind of like the Lamish 2 vibe, like a mother of monsters, big wings, definitely seems to be feminine. Maybe looks like it might be with child of some form.
It looks like they're all like holding like a big maglite flashlight or something.
Yeah, they've all got a staff. But Puck, if you want to give me a perception to do a more detailed search, you can.
16.
16, yeah. You don't see, they just look like statues. There's nothing funky going on with them.
Someone has a very peculiar taste in art.
With another sacrifice scene, I'm just curious, is that Lamashta statue, does that look like something with a little effort could be pushed over so it could shatter?
With a proper and hefty strength test, yeah.
All right.
Can aid you if you wish.
Which way are you wanting to push it over?
I'll look for a weak spot. I can get an automatic 18 if that's enough.
18
If
will
not,
take care of it.
I'll use my farmhand assurance.
Sure.
Nice.
So yeah, you can kind of see with the way the legs are facing. If you give it a push, going kind of, I gotta try and go in that direction, you can just easily topple the thing over with that 18. And it just kind of breaks apart across the floor.
Even if this is fake, like what Mornath is saying, I don't give a damn if it's fake or not. I'm not leaving any effigy to that piece of crap.
Yeah. So Puck, you've moved up to a door.
I'm just listening, basically. I'm not opening anything.
Okay. I'll kind of carry over that. You had a great perception test before. You put your ear to it, you listen. You hear a dripping noise, but you don't hear any signs of anything else.
Okay.
And this
I'll
is
do
another...
like the Jack.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'll do like the Jack Bauer, like whisper yell, like "There's more water in here."
So, are you
I did
opening the
want-
door? Go ahead.
I did want to check out one of these corner statues before we move onwards.
So I just didn't have a good icon. These are suits of armor.
Okay.
So yeah, if you move up to the one, like you pop the helmet off, it's just an empty suit of armor.
For now.
Are they animated and coming to attack us?
They're not moving currently.
Okay. See your game.
Mornath, could you see if those suits of armor are magical by any chance?
Yeah, I'll do that. But I'm also checking over here to see if this altar has ever been moved, if there's scrape marks on the ground, anything like that.
So I'll want to, just looking, see if there's scrape marks. There's no scrape marks or anything on the altar. If you want to give me a perception test for a more thorough check.
Sure.
13, that's good enough. You can see that the top of the altar where this body's laying, it's like it's depressed, like it's a big button, and the weight of this body is holding it down. So you can see kind of like the scrape marks on the inside. So like you get the feeling that if you were to move this body,
Tree or something.
it might lift up.
Yeah, I'll point that out, and then I'll do what is asked by our resident alchemist and check for magic.
Okay, so I'll tell you, when you check for magic in the room, you're reading magical kind of auras from the bottom two statues, and then also the altar. They all kind of feel like the same kind of vibe as far as like magical detection goes.
Okay. I can read aura on them
Yeah. So
while we're at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you point them out. Yeah, it seems like as you read aura, maybe you put together like the moving of the body, like the letting that altar kind of raise up might do something to activate the two statues.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like a shaboom sort of thing by the way they're angled. I don't know if that angling is accurate or not.
What angling?
The way that they're positioned to point inwards.
Oh,
is that accurate?
Yeah,
or...
yeah. They're all facing, backs in the corners, facing the center of the room.
So I wonder if you move the body and then, some spell goes off or something like that.
Only one way to find out.
There is only one way to find out. and it's probably by using crackers.
I mean, if you're considering that, unless any of us really want the armor for ourselves, we could kind of hobble the armor before triggering it.
I'm fine with hobbling it.
What do you got in mind?
I mean, I'm not real fancy, just kind of smashing at where the knees of the armor would be so that it would have a hard time moving itself forward.
Okay. So yeah, if you were to go through and just kind of swipe out the knees of this armor, the suits of armor collapse on the ground. They're now laying face down with the below the knees, the other direction by a few feet.
I mean, that might have been a waste of time, or maybe it'll buy us a second. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So, do we want to get in position to set this off? Because I'm sure it's going to be bad, whatever it is.
Or should we check the other doors before we set it off?
I mean, I'm fine with that too.
Who knows? Maybe they're supply closets, and we raid their supplies.
So
Take
Puck,
all their brooms.
yeah, Puck, you are at this other door.
If they're messing around with stuff, I won't open it. But if I think Puck will wait before doing anything until they're satisfied with whatever they're doing.
Sure.
I'm fine with moving with the doors for now, and then we can come back and deal with this afterwards. Maybe this is a way forwards. Maybe this is a trap.
So, who's opening the door?
Puck kicks the door open.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of hesitation, so I just...
Yeah, Puck, you boot the door open, it swings open. You look into it, seems to be kind of like some surgery room. There's these steel tables. There's 4 of them all together. Let me adjust what the stream's seeing. So it's kind of hard to see with your light, but I'll tell you. 4 tables all together. One of them is empty, but it's got, dried blood on top of it. The 2 far tables from where you're at have bodies. One of them, the lower table's just got blood splattered everywhere around it. And the other lower table has a body that's been kind of bound up, almost mummy-esque. Against the far wall are a couple barrels, a couple cages that are people-sized, and a corpse, very well, dried out, an old corpse that's been kind of chained, shackled to the wall.
Wow.
So, okay. I mean, of interest, I think the first one I would probably go look at is the one in the upper right that doesn't have blood splattered, just to see if, that's the one that's most likely, if any of them are possibly still living or something like that.
It's not. It looks like someone was trying to make a lizard-like creature, so there's humanoid and lizard body parts stitched together, some kind of weird Frankenstein mess. I will say that also on that table there's a book that's lying open. When you kind of peek at it, it almost looks like a veterinarian's, I don't want to say almanac, but an anatomy book for farm animals.
I'll call out Beaker, can you make something out of this?
I can certainly attempt to.
Or possibly Barbar even.
So
more out of that
also
voice than-
thrown
I
it.
do have farm lore.
Also thrown it to Barbar. That chemical stink. It's real strong in here.
Yeah, the Baker stink is real powerful here.
Then it might be doing well to burn all of these body parts.
Yeah.
They could very well be chemically altered in a potentially harmful way.
Yeah.
I'm not too keen on anatomical almanacs, so perhaps Barbar, if you could look at this.
Okay.
So yeah,
No,
Barbar,
ask
looking
him
through the
almanac.
book, it looks like, you could buy this at your regular bookstore. It's like a farmer's book, like a surgical veterinarian like training book. Like, here's the parts of a cow, here's if you need to do this kind of surgery, here's what you need to look at. It's not arcane in any way, just standard, like, farm veterinarian kind of knowledge.
Well, this is a really good book.
Yeah. But I'll tell you that the 2 barrels in the back of the room, the far side, definitely are stinking heavy with that beaker smell.
Yeah, the beaker sinks right over here. That's
Is this like a crate?
It's a
Or
cage, like a human cage.
Okay,
It's
this is a
empty.
cage. Is this
Both
a
of those
cage?
are cages. Both of them are empty. So Puck and Barbar, as you kind of move up to those barrels, you can see they got rope handles on the top, so easy access. And if you were to open those, you can look inside and actually see that they're kind of set up as they've got a bunch of flasks inside.
Beaker, can you make something of this?
I will reach in and pluck out a flask and try to
if you wanna
make
give me-
sense of it.
Give me an alchemical test. If you roll high enough, I'm just going to share everything with you that's what's in there.
All right. 17.
17's good. Yeah, I'll go ahead and share it all with you. I'm going to share this just with Jake. Those are what you find in those 2 barrels. So if you want to
my.
relay that with the party. And you can click
I'll,
on those, it'll kind of give you a description of what they do.
Not only will I click on them, I will also add them to my
That is also good to do.
backpack.
And you
Just
can
gonna
see there's
pick some stuff up.
multiples. Yeah.
Looks like some grave root. Put that away. Satilish oil. Put that away. Healing potions. These will be very nice. In fact, I'll pop the cork on one of the 2 potions that are in there, and I'll just drink it.
Sure, go ahead. Get you that HP.
And, black smear poison. That's okay. Lethargy poison. That's an odd thing. But we have a couple of books here as well.
And they're just basic
looks like we
books.
have
Human
it
anatomy,
looks like-
animal anatomy. They kind of match the other book that you found.
Yeah, it looks like a bit like that farmer's almanac, the veterinary almanac, but this one has people as well. So somebody's making minotaurs. You can see.
Yes, it seems clear that these Lamashtu cultists have broken unnatural barriers, combining humans and animals and different speed. This is an abomination, this place. Perhaps we should just learn from Marnath's fine wisdom and burn it to the ground.
Oh, I would agree. Although we might want to check the other rooms in case they have any more health potions.
So be it.
Okay.
Do we want to check this other barrel out?
I'm including the 3 barrels. Everything that Jake read off was in those 3 barrels.
And I'll just do like a once over of the room. If there's anything else, like those ice snakes are probably got me paranoid now. But I'm just looking for anything.
I was kind of waiting for an opportunity to say I kind of want to look at the ceiling and
Yeah, right.
like
Yeah,
something.
there's nothing active moving in this room. There's no active threats.
Didn't Chuck drop like alien slugs on us when we were playing Weird Frontiers as well?
Maybe? I
Just
think
maybe.
so.
So
Yeah.
Who knows?
just like dropping on stuff in the ceiling.
I do.
I know your game. Your game.
I've
Chuck.
been seen so hard.
It's just got a slug fetish.
I do.
Let's not-
Like, give me a big banana slug and I'll be worn out for a week. I'm glad I caught you with that, Jeff.
The imagery I have in my head now is just a gift that's going to keep on giving. That's great.
Oh.
All right, what's going on next? So, Jeremy, they found a bunch of poisons and stuff in the barrels, but this room, there's nothing else really going on, so I think the plan was to investigate another door.
Alright.
So Puck, you move up to the first of the two doors on the northern wall there.
Yeah, I'm just like perceiving, listening,
Sure.
if I could, stuff like that.
I'm
If there's,
still
like,
carrying, because you had like a
slots or
20 before or something like that.
At some point I did.
Yeah,
I think
I'm just-
I had another one though.
I'm just carrying that through.
Okay.
There's nothing. You don't hear anything? You want to open it?
Well, it worked the last time, so I'll kick it open.
You kick it
What could
open.
possibly go wrong?
You see that this is actually, not a long hallway, maybe like 20 feet, and then it hooks to the right. You moving in? Did you mute?
Oh, did I? My bad.
So yeah,
Yeah.
as you
We
move
got the
in,
door over here.
so you move in, you see, and this isn't just a regular door. It's like an iron bar. Think like a jail door with this big old padlock on it. And you can see through the bars. I forgot to make it so that light shines through the door on the map. But you can see through it. Opens up into this cave, like, this underground cave. You can see that it kind of slopes down into this pool of water. You can see there's bones and stuff scattered around on the floor.
Does it look, would Puck be able to conclude that it looks something like, like if there's bones around the floor and stuff like that? Like he's a hunter, right? He's a ranger. Does it look like some kind of lair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they're keeping something in there.
There's something behind this gate. Something that seems to even concern them if they are to keep it padded.
I could always, like telekinetic projectile a couple rocks around in there and see if anything moves without us opening this gate.
Stir the water, maybe.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So if you want to trade me places real quick, I'll go up there and just.
Yeah, you
fling
can
a
go
couple-
right on top of me, I think.
Oh, I
too.
can. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll just kind of do.
where are you throwing it? On the, so like you've got maybe like 20 feet, and then you see there's this, like, because the whole thing like kind of slopes down eventually into this like underground pond.
I'd kind of like, if I can, to first just shoot it like up towards the ceiling so it'll come down and
And make a
ground
loud
and then
clacking noise.
Yeah.
As you do that, you hear this real heavy, like, and you start hearing these heavy footsteps. As you see this creature, I don't have a handout, but eventually you see it kind of coming into your torchlight.
Okay.
Think of like a large, kind of thick dog. Like, I don't want to pick on like Rottweilers, but like very muscle-bound dog. Instead of fur, it's got this green skin covered in boils. It's large. It's real big. Like, maybe at the shoulders, it's like 5 feet. And
Oh
it
my.
comes around the corner. And you can see it coming to investigate. And it kind of looks at the gate where you're standing with your light. And it charges at the bars. And
I'm obviously gonna like.
yeah, you back up, and it just bounces off the bars of the gate, and it's there just like fucking barking and growling at you through these bars.
I like to think that as you stumble back, like Barbara and I just kind of like move to the side. You just keep stumbling, so we don't
It's
catch
that
you.
really long fall.
Does this thing,
All the way to the back.
does it look, I mean, clearly it may not look natural, but does it look abomination-ish versus just big fuck all green dog?
Do we see stitch marks like it's been
You
constructed? maybe?
don't see stitch marks on it. This one you don't see it, but it doesn't look like a natural creature that you've seen before. Maybe if you wanted to roll me like a some kind of like a nature check or some kind of test for identifying like monsters. I'll have to look at a character sheet.
Does it at all seem like? Did we ever see anybody drink the funny and green potions?
Mm-mm.
No, you didn't. You
Well, no,
stopped
the dude in the
everyone.
bar did.
Oh yeah, and he got all swole and beefy and there's no. I would take an Arcana test. Would also maybe take an occultism. There's no real like nature. Maybe a survival test as well.
I could give you the Arcana if you want.
Yeah, so Arcana, survival, occult.
Survival.
It was all up in my
Oh,
business.
Puck, you did great. You've actually maybe have heard of this kind of creature before in your travels. This is what's referred to as a troll dog. It exists out there in the world. It's a large.
Not have thought I'd seen one of these down here.
So the thing that would stand out with a troll dog is, like trolls, they have this just insane regenerative ability. But with a 21 on that test, you did fantastic. You would also know that you've heard rumors that fire can kind of, negate that ability.
Ornath, you would like this one. Your pyromania will come in handy should we have to fight it. You think perhaps they are trying to take the traits from various creatures, like this dog here has regenerative ability, and try to splice it into its new species. Does that make any sense at all?
That's a terrifying and possible thought.
I mean, given that we've seen them take organs from different things and shove them in here and there, yeah.
Maybe
It's
this
just
is
gross,
their way
really,
to-
why they would do that. Ew.
Yeah, I'm half tempted to, figure out if we could just kill this thing through the bars or not.
Well, the bars
That is
are
the
large
question.
enough. They're, those of you with range could probably try and pick this thing off. But Puck, you might have your doubts that, like, can you do enough damage through its regenerative ability?
Yeah. Does anybody have any sort of fire stuff? I have this torch.
Ornath,
I can. It's not regular fire, but I can make my axe catch on fire. With
Yeah, I've got this oil, and I got this here tinder and iron.
What do you want to do?
We'd be
This
more than
is-
happy with throwing the oil at the troll dog and then having Barbar become very angry and smite it with the fire.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. If you come up with a good plan, it sounds like you got a plan. Mornath, you're going to douse this thing with oil.
Yep.
And then Barbar, you're going to use your flame ability to cast whatever fire you've got. It's going to light up. And between Mornath's arrows and whatever ranged abilities, I don't want to do initiative for this because you're going to be able to take it out. It's not going to be able to touch you. So you spend some time between the fire and your arrows and your ranged attacks. You take this thing out. It's a snarling, horrible smelling, just the smell of burning flesh. But eventually you do take it out. So now you're just looking at this burning corpse on the ground in this cave with this pond down below. But this barred door in front of you has this giant padlock on it.
Still tempted to just leave this as it is.
I mean, if we took the beast down, I assume we may as well look what's in there.
I mean, we certainly can. Maybe they were hiding something in there, but
Do you have some way to get past the padlock?
Ornath,
I like Mornath is the go-to for all sketchy shit.
yeah,
What are you saying?
no skilled activities.
Skilled
We're saying
activities.
you have a very special set of skills.
So, Mornath, if you want to... Yep. 12 doesn't quite cut it. You're just
Well, I can use a hero point to roll a d6 on top of that. Is that how that works?
with this one, I think it's just a reroll. That's UVG
reroll,
where you
okay.
can add
Yeah,
a
it's UVG.
D6.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I will do that.
And we do. I don't know if we have got any banked rerolls left.
We've
Well,
got a
it's-
couple.
Do you want to
Depends
take
on how
a?
you're doing on hero points because we get them faster than we get rerolls. But
So yeah.
I'll use a hero point.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to reroll that, I'm actually looking for a 13 on this lock. So.
Oh my gosh.
oh my
Oh.
goodness,
The
Oh,
lock.
well, it
Two
looks
to
like my
one.
life of crime hasn't been that fruitful.
I'll say it
I'm
this.
so
maybe.
sorry.
Maybe this lock is just a little too rusted out for your picks to give enough pressure to trip the tumbler.
Bar.
Yeah.
Time for farm lock picking.
Yeah, if you want to give me
Oh,
an attack roll.
Okay, I can do that. Farm lock picking.
Oh wow! You just go up with your axe and just ping, and it just shatters right at the shackle. So you can easily just take the little metal loop out, and you can open this door.
Farm lock picking.
Farm
Oh,
lock
chubby.
picking is great.
Oh, look how chubby he is.
He's very chubby. It's great. If you look up a picture of a troll dog, what they are, troll hound. My bad.
Try.
So great.
So
Oh, what have I done?
So yeah, I mean, we'll just sort of take a once
Mhm.
over the room,
Sure.
sort of look for anything that stands out. I mean,
So I'll tell you this: the water is clear down here without even needing to roll a perception test. You can see it looks like there's a chest in the water a little ways out.
Oh, well, shall we just have unseen servant, hook a little rope around that? We can haul it to shore.
Sure. Do you
Let's-
send your unseen servant out?
Get out there, crackers.
As Crackers starts wading out into the water, so Crackers is displacing the water to get to this. All of a sudden, these little flashes of small tentacles kind of lash out and break the surface of the water.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll an attack. Does Crackers have an AC?
he sure does. It's not very high.
How's an
Oh my
11?
gosh, it misses.
Crackers
lives.
It was
Crackers is the
Dodges.
chosen one today.
a nat one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would Crackers do in this? Something's attacked Crackers.
I mean, Crackers isn't allowed to take any attack actions, so Crackers can technically fly though. So maybe I'll just have Crackers go
Okay.
up. out of the
Pork chop
water.
sandwiches.
So Crackers flies above the water level. Are you gonna have Crackers then submerge?
I'll have him go over the chest and then wait just a second.
Okay.
So that, we'll see if these tentacles come at us or not.
They don't. They seem to be confined to the water.
Boy, I don't want to use animate a rope just for this.
What if we just like throw rocks at random parts of the water away from where Crackers is, so they go to
You can-
that while Crackers flies up and out?
Sure.
All he's got to do is just put the rope on it. So
Is
Yeah,
that what
it's
you're
like
gonna
just-
do?
scatter some rocks in there, and while we're doing that, Crackers can try and fasten the rope again.
Oh yeah, not a problem. The creatures
Oh
here,
my!
whatever they are, they go for the rock splashes. Crackers gets the rope around the chest and then surfaces back up unharmed.
Nice. work,
Crackers is the real MVP tonight.
It's true.
Yes,
Really
my
is.
God.
So
he is a hero.
he's a
He's
hero.
a hero.
I'll tell you what, between all of you, you can put enough force on this chest to drag it to shore. While you're doing this, you can feel the occasional like jerk and pull on the line, like something's attacking the movement in the water. But eventually you get the chest to shore. It's soaked, it's covered in moss. There's just a latch on it with a small iron, think like a cotter pin through the latch to keep it shut. What do you want to do?
You said that the water was clear, but we didn't see necessarily like what was. Was it just tentacles that we saw?
You just saw tentacles break the surface.
Okay.
If you want to give me a
Alright.
perception test, you can maybe see,
Sure.
get a better look. Oh yeah, 20. So you know how like octopus and cuttlefish can kind of camouflage?
Mhm.
You can see the movement of these small, think like goblin-like creatures, but their lower half is entirely tentacle. And they're doing that same kind of like octopus camouflage thing.
Oh no.
They're like my cousins. It's like Thanksgiving all over again.
Really?
Very
Just-
grabby.
Wow. I mean, I respect your culture and heritage, but that's really creepy.
Wait,
Yeah.
you can get a
They look
side
far
on.
more feral. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if we just back away from the water, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you got this chest. What do you want to do?
Who wants to open this probably trapped chest?
Mornath?
Is it locked?
Yeah, I'll check for traps.
Sure, go ahead and roll it for me.
That's also thievery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no problem. It's not trapped.
Okay. We'll attempt to open it then.
Sure. Like I said, it's just this cotter pin, so you pop this cotter pin off.
Okay.
You swing it open. Inside, you find, first off, 20 gold. And then you find 4 items, 3 vials. Each vial looks different, so that would require something from Beaker to try to identify it. But you also
Beaker!
see a battle axe inside, like a.
Ooh, baby.
And the thing with this battle axe, it looks like it might be made out of stone, but there's a skull on the side of it that kind of is. It kind of comes out the side of it. Not far, just like maybe like a ½ inch.
Just out of the gate, I'll just read aura on it in case it's magical.
So yeah, it is magical. Yeah, some kind of magical weapon.
Okay. Anything noteworthy about the nature of it, or?
Let's see. I'm not real sure. It doesn't give me an exact magical. Evocation.
Okay.
There it is. It does give me a school.
Okay. This be like an occult check or something to see if anybody knows?
I don't know. I think is identify a spell in this.
I mean, not necessarily to know what the magic does, but like to know if like this design is meaningful or not.
You could give me a test on that.
Yeah, identify magic is looks
It's
like
a
it's an
spell.
action.
Oh, is it an
Yeah, which
action?
I don't have it.
Yeah.
yet. Oh, is it?
Trained Arcana, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if you're
I
trained
am-
in Arcana.
I am
Yeah,
trained in.
You want to give me
Arcana.
an Arcana test?
It's 10 minutes to identify the particulars of its magic.
Okay.
And then you make your check, and the GM sets the difficulty.
Sure. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Jake. I feel confident in your ability to identify whatever these vials are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you knock it out of the park. So I'm just going to show all of you what was in that box.
Oh.
So yeah, there's a Quicksilver mutagen, a Frost vial. The axe is what's called a Retribution Axe, and a Quicksilver mutagen.
Well, at the moment, I'll drag some of the stuff into the inventory. But does anybody want that axe? Does anybody use axe?
Barbar.
I think if it's
I-
two-handed, it's barbar.
It's
for
a
sure,
yeah. Barbar looks at his two-handed axe, looks at this two-handed axe.
Yeah. So yeah, and if you click on it, it shows you a picture. So yeah, it's a +1 axe with this human skull on it. Pretty much, if you get hit by someone, the skull changes to a picture, like a carving of that person, that creature's
Their
face,
face.
and you get a bonus to attack against them.
I
mean,
punch
that's-
barbar really quick,
that's
just for
pretty cool.
testing purposes.
Oh,
Hey,
so
don't-
yeah, if you hit Barbar, all of a sudden it becomes Puck's face.
Hey, look at that.
That's kind of cool.
That's a great way to test it, Jeff.
It's so awesome.
But yeah, looking around this room, you don't see anything else. This cave.
Well, that was some cool loot we found on there.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. It's amazing.
Don't read it too far when the GM loads you up with loot.
Uh-huh.
No, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. There's never any reason for that
Yeah, so what's next?
other than you just like us a lot, right?
Yeah, that's it. You
Mhm.
guys are just great.
Yep.
I think we can leave now. We've got everything we've come for. We've got a bunch of drugs. We've got little things in vials. We've killed some things. We've got the cool axe with my face on it. I think we're good here.
Yeah.
Still like to know what that mechanism on that altar does.
And there were also 3 other doors.
I doubt those doors aren't real.
Okay.
Doors.
Who needs
Doors are meant to be closed.
It's just like in the Rick and Morty episode, fake doors. Right?
Yeah. So what's next?
Oh, you know what? I should probably say so. Is this like a pad of straw or something around here?
Yeah, it looks like that's where that troll hound was sleeping.
Any neat nifty doodly doos left
No.
by the things it killed?
No.
Okay.
But we
Send
can
rich
either
people
continue
in there.
opening doors, or we can do the trap.
Well, I mean, we're raiding quite a lot of supplies here. I mean, and it's not that I'm fond of frost vials, but I really do like frost vials. If there are any more, I would certainly love to have them.
You want to have the frost vial?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay. I mean, there's just one of them. You can have it. It's in our group inventory. If you missed the opportunity to take it from the handout,
Yeah, I'll just put all alchemical stuff into my backpack.
Cool.
so.
That way, if I die, you can just grab my backpack and have it.
Puck, I'm going to carry over your perception chest. You listen at this door. You had like a 20 something on that, so you can actually hear some soft footsteps in this room.
I will signal like violently with my arm, and I'll try to continue to do the hand signals. And basically, I'm waving and I'm doing like, and seeing if anyone gets it.
Okay.
I don't see the door walking.
There's someone on the other side. I heard footsteps.
I'm going to just intentionally do a bad job guessing at what they are.
Buck is not. I mean, Buck. I mean, he spent time chasing military deserters. He wasn't necessarily in the military himself, so he doesn't necessarily have like
Oh,
hand signals
yeah.
down.
He's got a vague idea of what the signals
He's got a
are.
vague idea. Yeah. Compared to these schmucks, he knows what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the plan?
There's someone on the other side.
Don't open this door real loud.
You could go with guns blazing and start blasting right off the bat.
What does
Is there,
that
a,
try
look,
out?
is
the
there
new
a
axe.
keyhole? Could you look through a keyhole to see what it is?
Is there a
What?
keyhole?
What does guns blazing mean?
Jeff, high or low?
Hi.
There's no keyhole.
There's no keyhole.
Yes, guns blazing then, I suppose.
What does that mean?
It means we go in, we have weapons ready, drawn,
Oh.
ready to attack.
If only we
I
had
figured
some
it already.
cannons, that would be nice.
I'll kick the door open.
Oh, you kick the door open. Absolutely, you do.
And as he kicks the door open, I'm stepping one step to the right.
You peer into this room. It looks like an office or a study or something like that, but initially you don't see anyone.
Better come out, I heard you. I know you're in there.
No response.
I guess we're just going to have to throw the bombs inside. Marnath, get the bombs ready. This one doesn't want to come out.
The big ones, right?
The biggest one you have, yes.
No response.
Still nothing.
Can I
Look at
use-
Bar? Yeah, like
Oh gosh.
Mornath?
Like, if you're not an abomination and you don't want to be bombed, now's the time to speak up.
Oh, let's see.
Or maybe if you are an abomination and you don't want to be bombed, now's the time to speak up. And if it's an abomination and it speaks up, bomb it.
Say maybe I can use prestidigitation to make something that looks bombish and then throw it
I
into
have
the
one
room.
more vial of lamp oil.
Okay, well, let's pause on that.
Oh no.
Everyone is in the circle I just draw. Everyone but Beaker. You need to make me a reflex save. As all of a
Boy,
sudden,
am I
this
glad I stepped to the right.
burning sphere of fire and Puck,
I
as
thought
this
about
happens,
doing that as well, and I didn't.
you can see this very wizardly looking dude with these blue robes and this long white beard appear just a little ways. Oh wow, Dan, you fail.
Of course I do. Maybe I'll use a hero point to re-roll that.
If you want to use a hero point to re-roll it, that's fine.
I suspect I don't want to take the full brunt of this damage.
It's 13 damage if you don't dodge it.
Oh my gosh.
So everyone who passed, you're only going to take 6 fire damage as this giant sphere erupts. And you
If
all...
I get a 29 and I'm standing on top of Barbar's head after the leap.
Oh, that's... 29's not quite a critical.
All right.
Sherbert, you do take all 13 damage. As this flaming sphere erupts right where you were standing.
would 30 be a critical?
Oh, 30 is a critical.
Because I do get my this is the first time I think this is. Well, it depends if you would accept a reaction. Because I do have resist elf magic, which basically just gives me a +2 to
I'll take it. That sounds awesome.
saves.
So
yeah,
you
so it'd be a
guys,
30.
you stand there and you just shrug off this fire and you see this dude right ahead of you. I'll let you have the go. He all of a sudden just snaps into view like he was invisible. Puck, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna say, well, does he? What does he look like? Does he look like any of the guys that we saw in the house?
He looks like those were like the minions, and this looks like a boss version of one of them.
Okay. I'll charge in. I'll be like, wrong move, dickhead, and I'm just going to
Go ahead and
run
make your-
around.
What are you
I'll
doing?
run around to the opposite side.
Yeah,
I have enough movement to get around.
that's fine.
I will burn. So that's one action. The other action I'll do hunt prey on him,
Yeah,
and then I will attack with my
go for it, man.
final actions. Yeah.
And then after you finish this, we're going to initiative.
18 on the main hand.
Go back to the right tool. 18's a hit. 22's a
And
hit.
22. All right.
Nice.
So damage 9 and
Nice.
so 14 total.
Okay.
And if he's got resistances, my twin takedown ability lets you combine to 14
Okay.
to
Cool.
bypass
I will make
resistance
note of
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah. Initiative. Everyone roll initiative.
I totally didn't even hear. Did something happen with the critical save? I totally spaced. I'm sorry.
You just don't take damage.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That's the best thing.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah. Grease fire previously, now this.
So starting up our initiative track, Mornath, you're up. Now there is this giant sphere of fire where you were standing, where that black circle is.
Right, which I assume my reflex save rolled me out of the area.
Yeah, I'm saying
yeah.
you did take that damage, but you dove out of the area. I moved your tokens to kind of reflect that.
Right. So do I see the mage?
You don't, but you did hear Puck Puck yelling something at someone and engaging in combat.
I can't see him. So
No.
I am. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to take an action to turn on my magic, detect magic,
Yeah?
and if I can sense a humanish shaped blob of magic,
Sure.
we'll fire at it.
I love that idea. Yeah.
Nice.
So I will tell
is
you,
metal.
I'm going to need you to move to where I just moved your token.
Okay.
So that's one action to move. You activate your detect magic. So you've got a shot to put on this guy. You've got a clear line with your detect magic. So you can go take a shot without any penalty. 21's a hit. That's a good hit.
Yeah,
8
only
damage.
points.
This guy's doing bad. Okay. Combat continues. It moves to his turn. God. Jeff, you done fucked him up, kinda.
Yeah.
He
Do your worst, dickhead.
I'm just gonna keep calling him
uses an action. Actually, he has to use 2 actions for this. I want him to be on this tool. And he moves the sphere of fire over Barbar and Mornath. I need each of you to roll me a reflex save. 20 is our target number.
Oh no. Me too.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah,
including-
Mornath and Barbar, yeah.
Oh
Ooh,
God.
Barbar,
no,
that's
I-
double damage.
I think I might spend a hero point to reroll
That
that.
would be good because that would be 26 damage.
Oh God.
Mornath, that is going to be the 13 damage. And Barbar, that is 6 damage.
Whew.
And I'm going to go ahead and just say part of your reflex save, you're going to move out of that sphere again. I'm just going to move you the most direct option out of it. And that's all of his turn. No, he's got 1 action left. Are opportunity attacks a thing in this game?
Most of the time, you have to have some sort of special class ability or feat that you take to do it.
He
Yeah,
runs
Doesn't
past
know if
you.
I have one.
I don't.
Yeah, he doesn't. I was just wanting to remind, basically, I was wanting to remind Puck Puck. If he had one, he runs towards that door and he throws the door open, but that's the end of his turn. Sherbert.
So he's like running away or something.
Yeah.
I guess I'll try and move in here a little bit.
Sure, the fire,
Yeah.
the giant sphere's fire is no longer in your way.
How far can I move into
That's
here?
a great question. So 10 feet to there. Another 10 feet to there. 20 feet to get into the room. And then however much movement you got left.
Okay, let's see here. It's not much. I think I have just 5 left.
Okay. Well, you've got line of sight on him.
I might just move 1 over so that way if he moves the fireball, I don't get Puck Puck caught in it, potentially.
Okay.
Only me will die.
Okay. What are you going to do then?
And I'm going to try and go ahead and launch this dagger at him
Sure. You put
with
that up.
the
Is
the
that-
telekinetic.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
14 is a miss.
I will hero point another reroll here.
Sure. We're past our hour mark, so everyone add another hero point. 25 is a hit. It's not critical though.
Dang. Maybe I'll do enough damage.
10 damage.
Maximum damage.
You fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
We didn't even get through the full combat track. Yeah. You throw this dagger and it sinks into the back of his head and he falls through the door.
Well struck, Sherbert.
Okay, we're out of initiative.
I like it.
Mornath will slump over with his now 7 hit points.
You're-
Half
you're-
burned, clothing
You're tied
melted.
with me.
He's laying there muttering, I like the fire. I like the fire.
Yeah.
We'll quickly start shuffling through him. And
As he's
his body.
muttering there, I'll try to treat his burn wounds.
Yeah,
does
if you want to
seem-
roll that. So Puck, while Beaker is treating Mornath. Oh wow, that 20's great.
I forget how much that it does exactly, so I will find out.
2d8. A 25 would have gotten you 48.
Yeah, 2d8. So take 2d8 hit points.
Yeah,
I'll let you
Mornath,
roll
if
that.
you want to roll 2d8, that's how much hit points you get back. Or if you want to use a reroll on that, one of our banked rerolls. Or
yeah,
your-
sure.
Sure.
7.
That's
Oh,
better than 4.
Yeah.
Can I beg for some healing as well here?
Sure.
So Puck, you find on him, you find a find a small vial of some chemical stuff, and you also find a stick. But looking at it, it looks like a magic wand of some kind.
Oh, Sherbert, you might be interested in this.
Oh,
We found some sort of magical wand.
I would like that.
It's probably also good if we keep an eye open for any funny looking boxes.
I would like to correct that, Jeff. I'm sorry. You find 3 vials on him and the magical wand. Each vial looks different.
I also found these vials. So, Beaker, when you're done helping the burn victims, if you would be so kind as to take a gander at these.
Absolutely.
I'm not reading my notes far enough. One more thing you find on him is a key.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
well,
Looks like
I
maybe
think
it
I'll
might have
just
been.
go ahead and keep this one.
Yeah, it might have been the key to that padlock.
Oh,
The 21 to determine what that good stuff he had on him was.
Sure. Let me see if I can do this.
I'll go ahead and roll the Arcana check here. Too.
Yeah, roll that Arcana check.
Amber.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't realize that identify was just making an Arcana check. I could have been doing this
Yeah.
sooner.
There we go.
It's
No,
not,
it's just it takes a while to do the Arcana check, I believe.
It's 10
Yeah.
minutes, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll just show it to everyone. This is what you find on him.
Oh my gosh.
Wand of Manifold.
It's a wand of magic missiles.
Ooh.
An
Nice.
apple reed mutagen, a bestial mutagen, and a juggernaut mutagen, along with the key to that cave area.
Yes, this apple reed mutagen he was carrying would have allowed him to run quite quickly away, as well as to jump over any large obstacles that might have been between us and where he would have been going. Some bestial mutagen would have made him more difficult to deal with, as well as this juggernaut mutagen would have made him more difficult to deal with. I'll just go ahead and I'll put those in my bag just in case I want to be more difficult to deal with.
Okay. So Puck, you do see as you move into this, it looks like a bedroom.
Sure.
There's a door on the right wall, a door on the east wall. So
I'll I'll rummage. I'll go. Actually, I'll listen at the door first.
You don't hear anything. You don't hear anything. Taking your roll from earlier, you don't hear anything.
there's another door in here. Perhaps we should continue looking just in case before we start rummaging too much.
Perhaps.
That,
If
that
it's all right
seems
with
like a
everybody,
good
I'm
idea.
gonna take that wand.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if people are ready, I'll kick the door open.
Sure. Give me just a second to open that door for you. It opens up into what looks like a bathroom. You see a tub, a toilet, a torch.
It's a very nice bathroom in here, actually. Perhaps there's a way out through the shitter, though. Maybe someone should crawl in to take a look. Crackers!
So
Crackers, where have you gone?
I will say, as you look, Puck. Now I'm making a leap here. This may be you know, who knows what fucking time period. Most bathrooms you're familiar with have the pull chain where the tank's up on the wall and there's the pull chain. This has the pull chain, but also on the side of the toilet here, there's also what you would like a flush lever. So it looks like there's 2 ways to flush this toilet.
My God.
My God, he is just advanced indoor plumbing by generations.
Well, no wonder he didn't want to come out. I mean, would you?
It wouldn't.
I mean,
No.
with a toilet like this,
Get some time to yourself and really think, you know?
I mean, why were they bothering with monsters when they could have just been taking this toilet to the market?
I agree.
You just
I
derailed the
toilet
entire
market is-
campaign, Dan.
Perhaps the toilet market has been taken up by the farmers' union. So now they're sending the monsters to kill the farmers so they can sell their magic toilets.
Is that a bidet?
It is a bidet.
Start playing with the levers.
Oh, yeah, you pull the chain, it flushes. You push the flush lever, and a section of wall next to the toilet opens up.
Oh, shit.
And sprays you with water. No.
Does not spray you
I
with
was expecting
water.
to get sprayed with
Magazine
water.
collection.
There's just a bucket full of turds in there. It's like, oh, that's where everyone went.
I was just in jest, but perhaps I shouldn't have been, as there seems to be a hidden chamber back here.
So immediately looking in, Puck, against the far wall, you see 3 treasure chests.
Mornath! There's more treasure chest.
I will bring my burned up frail form forward.
I'll
and
tell
set
you.
the traps.
Yeah, as you all move into this room, it's a small rectangular room, 3 treasure chests on the east wall, but on the north wall, there's a coffin that's chained shut.
Probably for a good reason.
Or the treasure that's inside of the coffin was too big to be put into these small treasure chests, and it's actually in the coffin, just repurposing.
What do y'all want to do?
I have no idea if the trapped or not. I
The
No.
would-
treasure chests all look fine.
Okay.
I have a lovely idea. Maybe we knock on the coffin, and if there's a monster inside, we can ask if it would like to help.
Are you doing the knocking?
Which
Of
thing do we
course
want to do
not. That-
first?
That would be foolish. Why would I do that?
Crackers can
Oh.
do that.
You can look in these beautiful chests first to see if there's anything in here that.
Crackers may take an opportunity to poke these chests with a stick, one at a time.
You poke those chests, Crackers, one at a time. And nothing happens.
That you know of.
Well, let's open them. I think that they're certified trap free, so
I would
Okay.
like Dan, roll me an Arcana. Jake, roll me your alchemy test.
Okay.
Because inside you find 8
Oh, damn.
vials, a bracelet, a ring, 99 gold,
Wow.
9 silver, 9 copper. Both of you did great. Fuck it. I'm just going to show you what I've got. That's what you find inside the chest. You find 6 lesser healing potions, 2 moderate alchemist fires, a bracelet of dashing, and a stalwart's ring, along with a gold treasure.
I'll put the monies in our group inventory if it's all right with everybody for now. We'll have to figure out what all this shit does, though.
I will take the alchemist's fire.
Bracelet of Dashing.
You can open up and read what it does.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty
That's,
cool.
That's neat.
So yeah, you all
Both
look
of
through
them
these
are,
chests, you find some cool shit, but there's still that coffin. Now, Beaker did put out the idea of sending Crackers up to knock on the chest.
Well,
Or the coffin.
if nobody wants these items immediately, I'll put them in the group inventory.
So,
I will take the alchemist fire
Mm.
in case knocking on the coffin yields danger.
I'd almost
anything-
propose putting the temp HP item on Puck. He tends to get in the thick of it.
You want the stalwart ring?
gives you 5
Sure.
temp HP every day.
Nobody else like it. I humbly accept.
And then I guess that leaves. Do we want to divvy up these healing potions real fast?
The bracelets of dashing do give you an acrobatics bonus. And you can activate it, get a 10-foot bonus on speed for a minute.
That might help slow me up, but I don't know if I'm the only slow person in the party.
I don't know.
So
Also, looking at it, you've got one person that's been pretty acrobatic so far, and that's been Mornet.
yeah,
Mhm.
who I could see benefiting from this as well, if you want it.
You can just drag it to your character sheet from that document I showed.
You taking it, Bert?
You're muted, Bert.
Yeah, if I can find that document again. will
I can
drag
show
out.
it again.
Oh, I put it in our group inventory too. If you want to drag it from there.
Okay. So, what's going on with this coffin?
Anything written on it, inscribed on it, anything like that?
Plain wooden coffin with some chains around it.
Could Barbara maybe do some kind of religious check to,
Mm.
I don't know.
You can
something
roll it, but
about-
I'll tell you right now, it doesn't have any markings, anything
Yeah.
distinguishing on it.
I mean, but fair, there's definitely some like grade A heebie-jeebies with this. So, yeah, do we just stand at the ready while our valiant crackers? We gotta get rid of the chains first, right?
Oh, I mean, we can see if it responds from underneath the chains. There's no reason to get rid of them. Just
Okay.
knock on it and say hello.
Whoa.
Gosh darn it. Two
Barbar,
items.
do you knock on it?
I guess. Oh God, why did I do that?
2 items
It's
disappeared
fine,
from our
don't
inventory. I don't
worry.
know what they were.
Nothing's ever bad happened to somebody who has knocked on a
As
coffin.
Barbar knocks on this coffin, all of a sudden, like the feet of it open up with these teeth, like a giant maw, and these tentacles lash out as it
God damn it.
strikes at Barbar. Does an 18 hit?
It misses just barely.
As this tentacle misses, everyone roll initiative.
But the one thing I didn't check for being a mimic was the mimic.
Oh.
There we go.
Also, 2 items disappeared off of our character. Our group
I
inventory.
took them off. They were the mutagens.
Oh, okay.
Quicksilver
Sherbert,
mutagens.
Dan, you're up.
Oh my god.
As all of a sudden, this coffin reveals itself to be a mimic.
I guess I'll step back into the room, and I will throw a rock at it.
Sure, go ahead and roll it.
And by throw a rock, I mean telekinetic projectile rock at it. Don't actually
Absolutely.
Throw things.
Oh, 28's a hit. You rolled a natural
Jesus.
20, so we'll move that up to the critical range. So, yeah.
I just roll twice, or
Just roll the damage.
There should be a critical damage.
I don't know if
choice.
it's there for spells. We'll put it 14
Oh,
damage.
good point.
oh, there's a double button. I guess.
It's fine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, are you going to do anything else?
I'll go ahead and cast shield.
That's not a bad idea. As this thing lashes out at Barbar and Puck. First attack is going to go to Barbar. 25?
Yeah, that hits. That
Yeah.
that hits for sure.
You take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, God.
Second
Damn.
attack goes to Puck Puck. 18.
It's a miss.
Ooh, that's nice. I'm going to roll a
19
d4.
AC.
1 to 2 is Puck Puck, 3 to 4 is Barbar. Barbar. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
As this giant mouthy coffin is just lashing out with tentacles, the turn passes to Mornith.
All right.
And we'll say you're showing out there. I'll say you moved into the room at least.
Okay. I'll put 3 arrows into it.
Sure thing.
19.
19's a miss.
Oof.
Ooh.
25 is a hit.
11
11
points.
in damage. Okay,
16.
that's a miss. Okay, Barbar.
All right. Is this thing big enough that I'm flanking with Puck Puck, or
If you move up 1, I'll say you can get into flanking.
give up the extra attack to do that?
But if you want to go,
That- I'll do that because that then gives him flanking too. Just
Yeah.
why not?
okay.
All right, so I'll move, I'll rage, and I'll try and swing. And it did hurt me, so
It did.
I will,
So right now your skull is a picture of a coffin.
It's so weird. All right,
20
so
hits.
20 hit.
Yeah, 20 hits.
So I'll roll it, and we'll just add 2 at the end.
Sure.
So
15.
17.
17 damage. Very cool. Manually adjust some hit points. Give me a second. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Next up on our turn track is Beaker.
Well, I'm going to do quick alchemy and then use the last of my infused reagents to fix me up a Tanglefoot bag.
Sure.
And I'm going to throw that at the mimic.
Okay. That just reduces its movement by 10.
If I hit it,
You
which I
don't.
didn't, so I'm gonna spend a hero point to try to.
I will, before you do that, I do want to give out, you haven't seen this thing move yet.
That is true,
You're
but
not sure if it's moving.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not taking chances.
I respect
Oh,
that.
well.
That's even worse.
Yep. Well, I am going to shout out. Fleeing is an option. My apologies. Didn't know it was a mimic.
Okay. Puck Puck. You have flanking?
First action, he'll go ahead and put his hunt prey over onto the mimic, and then he'll just start flailing away with his. So he'll do some twin takedowns.
Sure.
So flail, main action,
21 hits.
or main
yeah.
hand, and then offhand is a 13.
Does
That's a
not
miss.
5 damage.
5 points for the first,
Okay.
and then with the, I should probably put the what's it called in the +2, shouldn't I? So then with my final action, I will do the same thing, and I'll start wailing around again.
14's not a hit.
And then on the offhand, that's
15.
another miss.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That takes us back to the top of initiative with Sherbert.
Okay, I mean, this is an easy one. Just I'll rinse and repeat.
Sure. 26 is a hit, not critical, but it's a hit.
I'll still take
That's a great roll. 5 damage.
All right.
Anything else?
I mean, that's all I can do.
Okay. The Mimic. Right now, Barbar and Puck Puck, you're the only ones in range. 1 to 2 is Puck Puck, 3 to 4 is Barbar. 3 to 4 Barbar. So Barbar, you take the first hit. 23.
That's a hit.
20 damage.
Oh my god.
I'm still up.
Okay. Puck
Maybe
Puck,
get away from it.
11. All right, then once again, I'm going to roll that d4. 1 to 2 is Puck Puck, 3 to 4 is Barbar. Puck Puck, you take the final hit. 20.
That is good, yeah.
7 damage.
Okay.
As this thing's just lashing out. Mornath, it's your turn.
Arrows.
Arrows.
Zoom. 26.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
2 points.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that.
Could I request that you use a banked reroll for that damage?
I'll allow
Oh my
it if you
God.
want to.
Double ones. Ugh.
12. That's
How
way
about
better.
that? Second shot.
Sorry. That's
Ooh, no.
Third shot. 16.
16's a miss. Okay, the 12 damage was still good. Barbar, you're up.
Mhm. Well, I'm still standing. I'm okay. He did hit me, so the axe is showing a skull or a coffin on it again.
Yeah. 21's
21
a
hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll turn that into a 17 damage.
You slay this thing.
Nice.
As
Who
this
is-
coffin starts rippling and bubbling, it loses form and it just melts onto the ground. And the only thing remaining where it was standing is a box. I'm about to show you, covered with arcane looking runes.
I'll go ahead and roll an
my.
Arcana check.
I'm pretty sure that's the thing that we're getting paid 100 gold
Dan,
a
I'm going to
piece.
tell you, that's not enough to know
Not
what
enough.
it is. Like, this is a very high tier.
Wow. Do you guys think I should try one more time just to see if I ping it or not?
Sure.
I'll hero point it and try one more time.
I mean,
You do have a chance of succeeding.
why not? You could do it.
That doesn't do it, though. This magic box setting there in the muck that was this coffin mimic.
Well, that's probably the thing that we're after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we get a good look at the mage's face?
Yeah, his corpse is still there.
Is he on the bounty cards?
No, he was not.
That's some good thinking, though.
Should learn how to forge those. Make our own. Surprised you haven't
Oddly,
poured
one
it.
seems to have 2 decks of cards.
I don't seem to remember this guy, but it's
So
on the
that,
card. so-
that box is there.
All right. Who wants to carry the box?
I want to give Barbar 2d8 of healing with my battle
Oh.
medicine.
I would be really grateful for that.
So, who's picking up the box?
2D.
Crackers can pick up the box.
Crackers picks up the box. Crackers isn't going to be able to carry it the entire time. Does Crackers hand it off to someone?
What happens to Crackers when he carries the box?
Nothing.
Do you want me to take the box?
We could put it in one of these chests, and then we could tie a rope to it and drag the chest behind us.
Or we could just carry it like in a pack or something.
Maybe
Yes.
we can have him put it in a bag, and then I'll carry the bag. Is that,
Yes, I mean,
that seem-
the wizard had some sheets out there. I can just grab some sheets.
well, I mean, I have bags.
Oh, that works too.
Well, then
So
put it
the-
in one
the
of your
question
bags. It's
I-
just a box.
Yeah, the question I want to put out: does anyone want to open the box?
Oh, hell no.
If it's what we think it is, we were told to not open the box.
Very specifically not to.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I mean, yes, there's a part of me that wants to know, and also
It's like,
there's
yes,
a
I
part of
want
me-
to open the box. I am not going to open the box.
Okay.
It's so high level, I couldn't identify it. So
The
So-
last box I
Mhm.
wanted to open turned out to be a hideous creature that tried to eat people, so I'll just refrain from
What?
opening boxes for a while.
What if
That's
there's
what
something
she
very
said?
valuable and magical within it, and that's why they wanted us to retrieve it.
The box is saying it wants to show us such sights.
Just much like an unpressed button, you know? It's very
Yeah.
difficult
Mhm,
to.
mhm. I will go ahead and have my unseen servant bring it over to me, and I will put it in my bag.
Okay.
while everybody's pondering opening the box.
Melissa's taunting us in chat.
I will then remove it from sight.
Okay.
It is arcane, so as far as I'm concerned, Sherbert, what you think is best is fine with me.
So I'll tell you what, we're at time. I don't want to follow up next session with this dungeon. So if you check out the last 2 remaining doors, one of the doors is full of storage. There's foodstuffs in there, there's hay. You find a stack of these crates that match what you found in the market.
Mm-hmm.
The other door is like a prison, full of these cages, and you find there's 3 people in these cages.
Still alive?
Yeah.
Modified?
No.
Or unmodified?
So I'll tell you, you find 2 human adults, a woman and a man. And you find a kid, like 13 years old, missing a leg. And it's been like sewn up, like he's had a amputation.
I assume that we'll be probably getting them out of here, assuming that they don't ping strangely magically.
They don't. I'm
Speaking
putting
of
that out
things-
there in case you want to talk to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then there's that mechanism on the altar if we want to do anything with it.
Do you
I'm
want
fine
to
if we
check
don't.
out the mechanism on the altar? We can take care of that still.
I did, before we got out of here, I did want to check through the guy's desk and stuff. If there's
Oh,
any
yeah.
interesting papers or books or...
So give me an intelligence investigation, whatever your intelligence-based stuff is. Dan, you're a detective. You would be very skilled at... God, what would that be?
I can do perception with keen eyes.
Sure, give that to me.
Oh, jeez.
15, I'm going to call it. That's good enough. You're not under any duress at the moment. You find that there's a logbook noting incoming and outgoing supplies from someone called the Mensicates and Brother Andrew.
Okay, so at least we got maybe another lead to work off of here.
And we don't have to look at the map anymore. We can just, if you all want to do anything. Like I said, you find these 3 dudes, to a man, a woman, and a kid in these cells. And the key unlocks if you wanted to unlock their padlocks. Mornath, if you do magic detection on them, they don't pull up anything.
Okay. Well, we could maybe ask them what they were doing with them down here or what they saw while they were here.
Sure. So I'll give it to you. The kid, same story as you got before. Parents went missing. All of a sudden, Brother Andrew showed up. He was doing stuff at the orphanage. Fell asleep. Woke up in a padded room chained to the floor. Big, strong dude came and gave him something. Knocked him out. He woke up here.
Okay, so we kind of got the chain of events correct at least.
The man and the woman have a slightly different story. They're homeless, working out of the Outer West Way, not working, but living in the Outer West Way. There was this soup kitchen that came across, ran by a priest called Father Rosen. He was a priest of Aristil. Was it Old Deadeye or whatever? Yeah, Old Deadeye. And, they went back and forth to that kitchen a few times. He offered them a job. They helped him, they were making a few coins, working at the soup kitchen. One night, he said, "Hey, why don't you stay late? You're all doing some great work." Gave them some wine. They woke up here.
Oh, man, there's so much shit going on.
Just who blatantly takes old Deadeye's name in vain. Just
Well, yeah, it seems like there's like, maybe we need to line up people who are priests of Deadeye, quote unquote, and background check them all.
Yeah. Well, you have a name now. They said it was Father Rosen.
I mean, maybe there's more.
Running a soup kitchen. Soup kitchen didn't have a name. But worked out of an old abandoned building in the old Outer West Way.
I imagine if he's being successful gathering people up, he'll probably still be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Question I've got. Do we want to do anything with this altar?
I had a plan for that if we want to do it real fast, because I have an idea of what's going to happen.
What do
I
you
was
got?
just going to tie a rope around her and then come out into this other room, and then we could just drag her off of it with a rope.
Drag that corpse off the altar?
Yeah, and nobody needs to be in there.
Okay.
Are you all good with that?
Good.
So what
Yeah.
room, ping on
Yeah.
the map what room you want to be in. I'm going to
I
open these
figured
other
we'd
doors.
be down here by like the ice.
Yeah, the way out. Maybe.
So, I'm going to move some tokens real quick. Just to make sure
I mean,
we're all...
either I'm going to kill us all or this is going to work fine.
Why not both?
I need to end our combat.
Don't sell yourself short. You can do it.
Oh no, Dan's crackers. Hit him with that kitty.
Oh, God.
The kitten's like, open the box, Dan.
I
Open the
am.
box.
I compel you. Open the box.
Okay, so
Open the
you
box.
loop a rope around this corpse. As you drag the corpse off the shrine, the corpse stands up.
Oh, God.
And you hear the crawling on the ground of those two sketchy suits of armor.
Mm.
What all do you want to do? Basically, what I'm
Close
looking
the
for
door
is
and nope out.
closing the door, noping out. So if you want to fight, we're going to have to go into initiative. We're already past time.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
You know what? I got these lovely jars of alchemist fire. I'm happy to split one between me and Mornath, and we just lob them at the barn.
Okay,
yeah, we can just go on out and then burn the whole damn thing to the ground.
sure.
That's what
So
I'm thinking.
here's what we're going to do. The final scene of this episode is the party walking away from the barn. Cool guys don't look at explosion. You're all part of this. As you all threw alchemist fire at this corpse that stood up, destroying it in the fire, the barn went up in flames. And next session, we can come back to, where all you want to go after the farm. You've got some clues. You do have word from the that wizard, whatever the fuck his name was.
There's a chance to rest up a bit, get a reward,
Yeah.
chase a Rosen. That's like 3 R's right there.
Delian.
Vindelium, yes, that's right.
Vindelium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want you
There's
to...
this cut scene as each of us stop at that toilet on the way out and take a dump.
Yeah, I mean, you got a flushing toilet. You have to. All right.
Man, that was really something. Yeah, absolutely. I'm using it next.
I'm not going after Bar. I feel like he will crush that.
So
Hey,
that's going to
It
be
does take a lot of calories to keep
Yeah.
the uptake on this.
250 XP each. That's going to move you all to level 3. And yeah, next session we'll kind of pick up from there. What all are you thinking you want to do? Do you want to follow up on this wizard offering to pay you for taking care of this farm?
Hmm.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's money
Yeah,
in
that
our
works for me.
pockets.
Checking out that Father Rosen, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. See what you can find out about that.
We might even be able to get him to give us more funds to do further investigation.
Yeah, and he may know something about them already. He seems to be in the know already.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, next session we'll pick up with you all making it to the circle to turn in this box to get some money. I will say I'm very disappointed that no one opened the box, but it's probably for the best for all of you.
I really kind of want to know, like, out of session, what it do, but
After we end the stream, I might tell
Yeah.
you.
Is it related to like how you said someone could have potentially hit level 4?
Yeah,
God dang it.
yeah, it absolutely is.
I question whether maybe it's like a deck of many things, but
World may never know. I'll tell you what. If you follow me on
Yeah.
Twitter, Twitter at Cobalt Defenders, I'll tweet it tomorrow with a few sneak peek images of what might have been in the box. So,
ooh, there we go.
all right, let's do some plugs. Jeff, why don't you go first?
Sure, yeah. Twitch.tv/lollygaggers is where we normally stream, and you can find our channel, Adventures in Lollygagging on YouTube. We on Saturday this week, I think Friday, we're taking the night off because we're prepping a new game for Saturday, because Saturday we're starting up our Blades in the Dark game. So we're playing Drug Dealing Witches, so it's going to be very fun.
There's going to be
And,
a TV show coming out about Blades in the Dark.
It's interesting how we announce that we're doing an actual play of it,
They're fucking
and then boom,
Right
They get a
off your
TV show?
notepads. Yeah.
I feel like we're just a good luck charm. So any other TTRPG company who would like to make a TV show out of their game, just talk to us and we'll
Hit up
play
the
your game.
Lollygaggers.
Yeah, I'll play your game first. and
Find
then
them
I
on
TV
Twitter,
show deals.
DM them, say we're going to make a TV show. Jeff is
true.
happy to be paid as a consultant for that.
We started playing Alien, and what happened? Make it a TV show on FX. Little known
Absolutely.
fact, we actually started playing Alien back in like 1976. So it's like it all tracks.
They owe you so much money.
Yeah. And we'll also be playing it on Monday too. So come back on Monday.
Yeah, Monday we got Alien. I'm
Still
dying on Monday in Jeff's
Yep.
Alien game. It's going to be fantastic.
Yep.
Bert,
Yeah, check out my podcast at Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com, and the Twitch stream at Twitch TV /Steam Steel Murder.
there you go. Very cool. You're watching this on the Defenders to Cobalt YouTube. You know, if you're checking it out here, we post all of our shit here, so you can see everything we do here, whether it's good or not. You can also catch us on twitch.tv/Defenders of Cobalt for our regular streams. You catch us Wednesdays for this game every single Wednesday. Every other Thursday, we're doing Watercolors and Warriors, our 5th Ed Ghibli-inspired campaign. The party just accidentally was banished to the Feywild, so it's, you know, opening up to a full Feywild campaign, which just fits with Ghibli stuff. Check us out on Friday. More Pathfinder 2 with our Saviors of Vruz. Myself, Dan, and Jake will be over there. And this coming Saturday, twitch.tv/Goodman Games Official. We're continuing the Crypt of the Devil Lich, supposed to be the most difficult dungeon since the Tomb of Annihilation. We'll see if that holds up. Last session, they were attacked by giant fire wasps that were living inside golem husks. So it's intense. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Until we see you again, start fires, do drugs, and go get that fucking vaccine. Deuces.